Every dog believes their family will last forever. They memorize the rhythm of the house like music, the sound of keys, the creak of the door, the footsteps of everyone they love coming home. Dogs don't just live in a home, they believe in it. But dogs also hear what we think we're hiding. The late-night voices that grow sharp and cold. The silences at breakfast that feel like storms. A dog doesn't understand the words being said, but they feel every shift in the air. They feel the home breaking before we do.
Then, one day, the boxes appear. Rooms that once felt full begin to empty. The dog watches every object leave the house. Each one carries a scent they recognize. But nobody explains what's happening to the dog. They just know the world is rearranging itself, and they have no voice in what comes next. For children, the dog is the one who stayed, the one who didn't argue or pack a bag, the one who slept at the foot of the bed and never once made the child feel at fault. But now someone says the dog can't come along. The new apartment doesn't allow pets, or there's not enough room or not enough money. And so the child must say goodbye to the one friend who never let them down.
And then the house goes quiet. The scents of the family begin to fade. The leash hangs untouched on its hook by the door. The walks stop. The routines dissolve like smoke. A dog waits at a door that nobody opens. Some dogs are taken to relatives or friends. They circle the new rooms, searching for familiar scents. Some are surrendered to shelters, left behind in cages. Concrete floors where carpet used to be. Strange voices where a family's laughter used to be. And some dogs simply wait and keep waiting. But sometimes someone comes back, a voice at the door that the dog never forgot. Copper's whole body remembers before his mind does. The tail that hasn't wagged in weeks won't stop. It's not the same house, but the love is the same. Not every story ends with a reunion, but every dog deserves someone who tries. Someone who sees them not as property, but family. Because when a family falls apart around a dog, it's never just the humans who feel it.
If you're going through a crisis, your dog knows. They can't fix what's broken, but they stay. They remind us that love doesn't need a reason. It doesn't need things to stay the same. It just needs someone willing to show up. When families fall apart, no one asks the dog. No one explains what happened or what comes next. But they carry every moment inside their body. The hand that used to scratch behind their ears, the voice that called their name at the door, the child's laughter echoing through every room. Dogs don't forget. They just learn to carry it.
But Copper's story is just one of millions. Every year, millions of pets lose their homes. Not because they did anything wrong, but because life shifted beneath everyone's feet. Job loss, illness, eviction, death in the family. The reasons are always human. The cost is shared. The dog walks through a door and doesn't come back. Into a kennel with no window and no name. They pace. They whine. They press against the gate. They search every new face for the one they lost. But the one they're looking for never walks in. But there are people in these places who see them, who sit on cold floors and wait with infinite patience, who learn every dog's name and remember their stories, who cry in their cars after the hardest days. These people hold the line between hope and surrender. And sometimes a door opens that changes everything. A stranger kneels down and offers an open hand, and the dog decides to try one more time. Not because the past didn't hurt, but because dogs never stop believing in people. The car ride home smells like everything unknown. The new house doesn't smell like the old one, but it smells like something the dog has been missing. It smells like a second chance.
Back in his new home, Copper learns new routines. The walks are shorter now, on quieter streets, but the hand on his head is just as gentle. And Lily visits on weekends when she can. She brings his favorite treats and sits on the floor. And for a while, the world feels whole again. There are dogs waiting right now as you hear this, in shelters, in foster homes, in friends' backyards, lying on beds that don't have their scent yet, listening for voices they might never hear again. Every one of them was somebody's dog. Every one of them remembers being loved. So, what can we do when families come undone? We can plan for our pets before the crisis hits. Name a guardian, have a backup, make a plan. We can foster a dog who just needs time. Give them a safe place while the storm passes. We can adopt instead of buying when we're ready. We can support the shelters that hold the line. And we can talk about this out loud, honestly, because silence is how dogs fall through the cracks.
A dog doesn't understand divorce papers or bank statements. They don't understand why the suitcases come out or why the yelling starts after the children sleep. They only understand that the feeling in the house changed, that something precious is being taken apart, and they have no way to ask why. All they can do is stay close and hope, to lie beside the person who is falling apart, and to remind them that they're not completely alone. There are dogs who made it through the storm, dogs who were rehomed and learned to love again, dogs who sat with grieving children through the worst nights, dogs who waited months and were finally found again. Every one of those dogs carried a scar invisibly, but every one of them proved something extraordinary, that love doesn't need perfect conditions to survive. It just needs someone who refuses to give up.
Copper is older now. His muzzle is almost white. He sleeps longer now, walks a little slower. But when Lily walks through the door, he's a puppy again. His tail still speaks the language it always did. It says, I remember, I forgive, I'm still here. Every dog who has ever been caught in a family storm deserved someone who fought for them, someone who saw them as more than an inconvenience, more than a problem to solve during a hard time, but as family, as someone worth the effort. Because here is what dogs teach us about love. They teach us that love isn't a contract. It's not a transaction. It's not conditional. A dog doesn't love you because things are going well. They love you because you exist. That's enough. And when everything else falls apart around them, dogs hold on with everything they have. Not because they have to, because that's all they know.
When families fall apart, the dog doesn't leave. The dog doesn't blame anyone, doesn't ask for explanations. They just keep showing up every morning, every night, with a loyalty that doesn't know how to quit. So the next time you see a dog in the middle of change, remember, they feel every single thing we do. Every door that closes, every voice that disappears, every moment matters to a dog. Please remember that. They were there for all of it. Don't forget to be there for them.